Welcome students, in maths class we are going to study problems on definite integral. So interesting problems, look at this. If alpha to the integration alpha to alpha plus 1 dx upon x plus alpha plus 1, that is equal to log of 9 by 8, and alpha is to be find out. So either which option is the correct option. Look at this denominator x plus alpha plus 1. So these are consecutive factors. So if we are having 1 upon 3 into 4, so that factors will express 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 4, consecutive factors. So x plus alpha and x plus alpha plus 1 are also consecutive factors. So we can write partial fractions, we write integration of alpha to alpha plus 1. See what are the factors of these partial fractions are 1 upon x plus alpha minus 1 upon x plus alpha plus 1. So these partial fractions are this dx. Right hand side is log of 9 by 8. Here alpha is to be find out. Integration of 1 upon dx upon x plus alpha is log of x plus alpha, and dx upon x plus alpha plus 1, that is equal to log of x plus alpha plus 1. So this integration is log of x plus alpha minus log of x plus alpha plus 1, and the limits are alpha to alpha plus 1. Right hand side as it is log of 9 by 8. This we write log of m minus log of n, log m upon n. So which is log of x plus alpha plus 1, and here alpha to alpha plus 1. Log of 9 by 8 as it is in the right hand side. Upper limit is log alpha plus 1. So substitute here log of alpha plus 1 plus alpha. Here alpha plus 1 plus this alpha and plus 1. This is upper limit minus lower limit. Log of lower limit is alpha. So alpha plus alpha. Here alpha plus 1. As it is right hand side log of 9 by 8. Here it is 2 alpha plus 1, and this is 2 alpha plus 2. Log of 2 alpha plus 1, and here 2 alpha plus 2 minus log of 2 alpha plus 1 is equal to log of 9 by 8. Log n minus log n, log m upon n. So reciprocal of this we multiply. So that will give us log of 2 alpha plus 1 square. Reciprocal of this we multiply. 2 alpha into 2 alpha plus 2, that is equal to log of 9 by 8. Simplifying this, log m minus log n, log m upon n. That means we multiply by its reciprocal. Further, equate this. So 2 alpha plus 1 whole square upon 2 alpha into 2 alpha plus 2. 2 alpha into 2 alpha plus 2, that is equal to 9 by 8. Where this 2 and taking 2 common from this is getting cancelled. Here 2 and this 2, 4. So it will be 2. So that we expand this numerator, 4 alpha square plus 4 alpha plus 1, and denominator is, after taking 2 common and this 2, 4, we cancel here. So it will be alpha square plus alpha right hand side is 9 upon 2. Right hand side is this 9 upon 2. Take cross multiplication. So it is 8 alpha square. 8 alpha square plus 8 alpha plus 2 is equal to 9 alpha square plus 9 alpha. Now take all the terms in the right hand side. So one side will become 0. 9 alpha square minus 8 alpha square, that is alpha square. 9 alpha minus 8 alpha is alpha, and 2 we take in the right hand side, so minus 2, which is 0. This is a quadratic equation in alpha, and this quadratic equation in alpha we solve. So factors of this minus 2, which is 2 and minus 1, middle term is 1, so it will be alpha plus 2 and alpha minus 1 is equal to 0. So clearly alpha plus 2 is equal to 0, or alpha minus 1 is equal to 0, and that gives us alpha is equal to minus 2 or alpha is equal to 1. So our applicable answer is this, alpha is equal to minus 2, and this is the correct option. So here we use partial fractions method. Next question, integral 0 to 1 x cot inverse of 1 minus x square x to the power 4 dx. So these are the options. So look at this x square, and its derivative is what? 2x. So x is there, so we can make substitution, and cot inverse is there. So cot inverse we can write tan inverse of reciprocal. Cot inverse of x is tan inverse of 1 by x. We use that. So write this integral 0 to 1 x. Instead of writing x over here, we will write x here. Cot inverse of 1 minus x square plus x to the power 4 x dx. See this x dx. So we can substitute here, x square is equal to t. So we put t is equal to x square, so that dt by dx is equal to 2x, and dt upon 2 is equal to x dx. Again this cot inverse will write tan inverse and reciprocal of that. So when substitution is there, look at the change in limits. So there will be no change in limit, because when our x is 0, this t will also become 0, and when our x is 1, 1 square is 1, so t is also equal to 1. So there is no change in limits. So this integral is equal to same limit 0 to 1, 0 to 1, and x dx will write what? Dt upon 2. Cot inverse we write tan inverse of 1 upon, cot inverse of x is tan inverse of 1 upon x. So 1 minus, we substitute x square is equal to t, 1 minus t plus x to the power 4, obviously t square, and x dx is equal to dt upon 2, So 1 by 2 we can take outside. 1 by 2 integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of here it is dt is left. This we can write as 1 upon, see here t we take common, 1 minus t into, if we take t common, this will be 1 minus t. T we are taking common, minus t we are taking common, so this is 1 and minus t this. So that we can write the numerator as 1 by 2 integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of, here it is dt, 1 by 2 already we took outside. So numerator we can write as t plus 1 minus t upon 1 minus t into 1 minus t into 1 minus t so that t and minus t is getting cancelled, and here it is 1, so 1 can be expressed like this. Now it is of the form tan inverse of x plus y upon 1 minus xy, which is tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y. This will be 1 upon 2 integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of, it will be tan inverse of t plus tan inverse of 1 minus t dt. So that we separate it, 1 by 2 is there outside. Separating this, integral I is equal to 1 by 2 integral of 0 to 1 tan inverse of t dt plus integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of 1 minus t dt. Now look at this second integral. So for this second integral we apply property that integral 0 to a fx dx is equal to integral 0 to a f of a minus x dx. So this property we use here. So then 1 minus t. So in place of t we'll write 1 minus t. So 1 minus of 1 minus t. So that will be t itself. And if you apply property over here, so this integral will become 1 by 2 integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of t dt plus again same we will get. Applying this property, in place of t we'll write 1 minus t, and this 1 is getting cancelled and again t. So it will be integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of t dt. Now clearly this is 2 times of same integral and this 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 into 2 times of integral 0 to 1 tan inverse of t dt. This 2 is getting cancelled, so required integral is this. Now it is only sufficient to evaluate this integral. So let's evaluate this integral by integrating by parts. So we integrate this by integration by parts. So we use integration by parts. Inverse function is there, so which is first function, integral 0 to 1 into tan inverse of t dt, which is first function is this, that is u, and this is v. Integrate by parts, u as it is, tan inverse of t as it is, integration of 1, that is t, limits are 0 to 1 minus integral 0 to 1 derivative of first function, that is 1 upon 1 plus t square, and integration of 1 is t dt, upper limit 1, so 1 and tan inverse of 1, and lower limit is 0, so that will be 1 into tan inverse of 1 minus divide and multiply by 2, it will be 2t upon 1 plus t square dt. Why? Because 2t is derivative of 1 plus t square, so multiply and divide, that is v f dash of t and f of t, which is log of this. So this integral will be log of, now tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4, it is pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 log of 1 plus t square, limits are 0 to 1, limits are 0 to 1. For upper limit it is 1 plus 1, it becomes 2, and this is 0. So 0 and log of 1 is 0. So only upper limits we substitute. It is pi by 4 minus 1 by 2. Upper limit we substitute only because lower limit, at lower limit it becomes 0. Log of 1 is 0. So it will be log of 1 plus 1, it gives 2. Now clearly our answer is pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 log of 2. So which is pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 log of 2. So this is the appropriate answer, that is 4. Fourth sub question is the appropriate answer. Third question, that 1 to e x upon e raised to power 2x minus e upon x raised to power x log of x dx. So answer of this we have to find out. Separate the integral, here multiplying with log x, here this multiply with log x. So our integral I will become 1 to e x upon e raised to power 2x into log of x dx minus integral again 1 to e upon x raised to power x into log of x dx. So this both the integrals separately we evaluate. Let's say it is I1 and I2. This is I1 and I2. Separately we evaluate. First integral, say I1 is equal to integral 1 to e x upon e raised to power 2x log of x dx. We make substitution, that is x upon e raised to power 2x is equal to t. So put t is equal to x upon e raised to power 2x. We substitute. Here it is in the exponential form, that function raised to power function. So wherever function raised to power function, so we use logarithmic differentiation. So we take log of both sides. So log of t is equal to log of x by e raised to power 2x, which is 2x into log of x upon e, which is log of t is equal to 2x into log x minus log e, which is 1. So differentiating it with respect to x, so 1 by t dt by dx is equal to 1 by t dt by dx is equal to 2x into derivative of this is 1 by x and this is 0 plus log of x minus 1 into derivative of this is 2. So this x is getting cancelled. It is 2 plus log x, 2 log x minus 2, and this 2 is getting cancelled again, so that dt by dx is equal to 1 by t dt by dx is equal to 2 log x. So log x into dx is there. So log x into dx is 1 upon 2 1 by dt upon t is equal to log x dx. This is, the whole term is t. This whole term we substitute t, and this we are getting log x dx. Log x dx is dt upon 2t we are getting. Now substitution and definite integral is there. So we write change in limits. What are the new limits? See, x is equal to 1. Here we put x is equal to 1. Lower limit is 1. Then this t is equal to x upon e raised to power 2x. Therefore, now change in limits are what? X is 1, so 1 upon e and raised to power 2. So at x is equal to 1, t will be equals to 1 by e, and x is 1, so 1 by e and raised to power 2, so 1 by e square. So upper limit x is equal to e, so e upon e will get 1, and 1 raised to power whatever it is 1, so t is equal to 1. So these are new limits. So our integral I1 will become, lower limit is 1 upon e square and upper limit is 1. So 1 by e square to 1. This whole term is equal to t. It is t, and log x dx is equal to, see here, log x dx is equal to dt upon 2t. So dt upon 2t, so that this t is getting cancelled. So we are getting I1 is equal to 1 by 2 integral 1 by e square to 1 dt upon 2. dt only, 1 by 2 we took outside, and integration of that is equal to 1 by 2 t. Limits are 1 upon e square to 1, which is 1 upon 2, upper limit 1 minus 1 upon e square. That is our I1 integral. I1 is this. Now I2 is to be evaluated. This I2 is equal to, I2 is integral 1 to e upon x raised to power x log of x dx. Again we substitute, this is equal to t, so put t is equal to e upon x raised to power x. Again function raised to power function, so logarithmic differentiation, so we take log of t is equal to log of e upon x raised to power x, which is x into log of e by x, which is log e minus log x. So log of t will be is equal to log of x into log e, which is 1, or log e will write minus log x, which is x 1 minus log of x. Here it is log t, and then we differentiate it. Now differentiating it with respect to x, differentiating with respect to x, left hand side will become 1 upon t dt by dx. Here product x, derivative of this is 0 minus 1 by x, and plus 1 minus log of x, and derivative is 1, which is minus 1 plus 1 minus log x, 1 by t dt by dx. This is getting cancelled, minus log x is there, so dt upon dx 1 by t minus log x. Therefore minus of dt upon t is equal to x dx log x into dx. Now change in limits. What are the change in limits? See, when lower limit x is equal to 1, so e raised to power 1, that is e. So when x is equal to 1, t will be also equal to, t will be equals to e, and x is equal to e, then e upon e becomes 1, so t is equal to 1. So these are new limits. or integral I2 will become integral I2 is equal to, limits are e to 1 e upon x raised to power x, we substitute t, and what we are getting, log of x dx is equal to minus dt upon t, therefore it is, t is getting cancelled, minus of t, integral dt is t, limits are e to 1, so which is minus of 1 minus e, this is I2, but I1 is equal to, see here, I1 is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 upon 2 e square, and I2 is equal to minus of 1 minus e. So we have here I1 minus I2, this is I1 minus I2, so therefore required integral I is equal to I1 minus I2, and which is 1 by 2 minus 1 upon 2 e square, minus of minus, this will be plus 1 minus e, so that it is 1 by 2 and 1, that is 3 by 2 minus e and minus 1 upon 2 e square, so which is this correct option, 3 by 2 minus e minus 1 upon 2 e square is the correct option. Like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.